Hey you guys, I am back. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How you guys doing tonight? Let's see. It is. Hmm. I don't think there's a Monday night football game on. I hope not. Otherwise, look, I'm be like, okay, we're keeping this short. We're gonna wrap this up for you guys. No kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. My name's Chiquita. I am your reader for the evening. And we decided real quick because I wanted to do the Whispering Heart and Money Tree in the last reading. And the tarot reading, but I wasn't able to get it in. I was like, what I had with you guys for Whispering Heart was so pretty. It's like, why would I even think of screwing up you guys, screwing around with you guys reading? It was so pretty. So I said, well, I do want to see what's going on as far as money. So we're going to do Money Tree Oracle, and then we'll do Prosperity. And just you can see what messages that we got going on here for you guys. Okay, so let us jump in and get started. Okay, first card you have Beach Knowledge. You got deeper understanding and expertise in your field, lifelong learning. Love it, love it. So, what is Spirit saying? What's the message there? Well, Spirit says, you never stop learning. It doesn't matter how old you get, you never stop learning. Um, and if you guys, and I also want to say this, I feel like what they want to say is, um, you know, you never stop learning, and they want to feel like they want to say, and speaking of, you need to keep learning, keep working, keep going. They're saying now's the time. If you, let's say you're good at there's something, we'll just do it like this. There's something that you guys are very good at, and I feel like Spirit is saying go deeper, go, do more, give more, learn more, read more, you know. I'm hearing practice makes perfect. So whatever you guys are doing, I feel like your guides and your angels are saying keep going, keep learning. You guys are on the right track with whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you guys have like I will use like baking. Let's say you bake for a living, but or you bake, you have baked goods, or you sell things online, and you're doing pretty good at that, and the universe is saying don't just stop there. Let's say you've had a lot of success, people are liking what you're doing, and Spirit is like don't just stop there, like keep going, try to learn another recipe, learn how to do this recipe, or learn how to do that one, and the more you learn, the more practice, the more things you do, the more, I mean, it can only benefit you, right? So, yeah, definitely, keep learning, lifelong learning. You never stop learning, never ever. When you stop, when you're dead. That's when you stop learning. Okay. So, I feel like this is just that message from Spirit that, hey, you're on the right track here. Keep going. There might be some other areas you want to dabble into. If you're somebody who does cupcakes, they're like, well, okay, now let's do some cakes. Your cupcakes are great, people love them. Or you do great in cakes, but let's do some cookies now. Let's take your talent, take what you do to that next level. Okay, maybe you make great cakes, but they're saying go bigger, go better. Keep practicing. You got this. You're doing great. So the message is, yeah, lifelong learning. Keep going. The more you know, the more it can only benefit you, So let's see. We've got our next card here. Interesting. You've got Juniper Protection. It says, don't take any unnecessary financial risks right now. Create job security. So, oh, this is such a pretty card. Look at that. That is so cute. I love it. But yeah. Anyway, Yeah, so Spirit is saying, you know what? It's, don't don't quit your day job is what I heard. Don't quit your day job yet. You know what I mean? There's something that you're doing and you're doing good, and they're saying keep going at what you're doing, but because you've had initial success, like I've heard about people who have initial success online, and then just as fast as it came, there was a young lady I was listening to her saying that she had all of these followers. And she was doing so good. She was clearing 10,000 a month, and she was able to travel, and she was able to go all these places and do all these amazing things, and life was good. But there was someone who ended up hating on her and hating on her channel, and because this person had more followers than this young lady did, even though she was having all this amazing success, this person who I guess was envious or jealous of her success and started hating on her and told people don't follow her. And just as fast as she had success, she lost it. People just stopped. She lost 10,000 followers, she said. And and it affected her. It affected her financial bottom line. And she was telling people, don't rely on social media to be the be all end all as far as making money, which is why Spirit is saying, I heard my angels say don't quit your day job. So Spirit is saying now is not, your guides, your angels are saying now's not the time to take any risk. You're doing good and you're doing great with what you're doing, but don't quit your day job. Not yet. Okay, so you're doing great, and they're loving it. Keep going, keep learning. They're saying, do some more things, do other things to add to it, to pad your bottom line. Your financial bottom line, really. Um, but that's very smart. That's very smart. I learned when I saw that, I said, "Oh my God!" It's amazing that someone else, just by someone saying, "I don't like that person. You guys don't like them either," and just as fast as they had success, it could just go away just like that, just because someone else said it, not because of anything that she was doing. They just told her don't follow her, and 10,000 people stop. And it was crazy, but whatever. Um, and then your next card here, you've got Poplar Dialogues. Negotiate contracts, raises, and promotions. Now, ask for what you want. When I see this, I feel like, I don't feel it's necessarily asking what you want at work. For some of you, it absolutely could be, but for others of you, I feel like it's Spirit saying, and the universe, your guides, your angels saying, what, ask for what you want. You may need some things. There may be some, you're doing good, but you could use more. My saying to you guys, you guys, I love the initial success. I love what we got going on here, and you guys are saying learn more, but help me. I need the money. It costs money, to take these, your ideas to that next level costs money. In which case I feel like this is that message from Spirit. I see the bird here, and he's got that little paper in his hands, and it's kind of trailing. And I feel like that's your list of demands, and you're like, this is what I need right now, and this is what I want. And this dove, or this bird, is not a dove. It's really big. It's a big bird, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like this is that bird saying, okay, I'm going to take your wants and your desires and your needs to your guides and your angels, and let them see what you're needing and wanting, and help you to get that. Okay, so I don't necessarily feel like it's you. I mean, you certainly could. You certainly could. Maybe you guys are like, you know what, I do need some more help, and I do need some more money, or I do need this. In which case maybe you need to go to a family member and say, you know what, you guys, I look at what I'm doing, and I'm having so much success, and I just need to take it to that next level, and I just need a little more. Can you guys help me? You might have a grandparent who says, oh my God, they want to support your dreams and your goals, and they will fund you. So, in however it applies for you guys, do not, the overall message is to ask for what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. You might get it. You don't be afraid to ask. You just might get it. That's that phrase, a closed mouth. Um, Never gets fed or doesn't get fed. I think it's a closed mouth never gets fed or something like that. But anyway, so let me go to your next card here. And you have so pretty, so pretty. You've got olive peace. Work as a team with your colleagues and clients. Work collaboration. When I drew this card, I want you guys to go back if you get the chance, if you haven't seen it yet, go to the um, which one was it, tarot or was it the oracle cards? Um, but anyway, nope, it's tarot. It was the tarot right out the gate. It said it had the three of pentacles along with the eight of pentacles. So people see you. They see you, and the three of pentacles in traditional tarot also indicates collaborating with others, working and getting along with others. Okay, so for some of you guys, you may end up collaborating with someone else. Okay, and then if that's the case, maybe that's the person that you will say, and they say, I really like what you're doing. How can I help you? How can I help better what you got going on? I would love to work with you. This is what I do, and I like what you do, and I think together we could really, do something or have something. In which case you could say, well, that would be great, but you know I would, this is, and they ask you what your thoughts are. What are you wanting to do? Where are you wanting to take your business? You say, well, I want to do this and I'd like to do that and ABC and XYZ, but I just don't have the funds. And they can say, okay, well, why don't I pull my resources with yours, and we'll partner up and let's see what we can make happen. So, certainly, like I said, working as a team with colleagues and clients and work collaboration. So for some of you guys, you very well may end up collaborating with someone else and taking what you have to that next level. But, well, I love it, if that's the case. Like I said, I did see that in the tarot and certainly read it. Um, Now we're going to go to prosperity magic, the prosperity magic cards. Your first card, beautiful, beautiful. It says free yourself. Okay, work to pay off debt and unlock earning potential. What did I say? Yes, 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 yes. Open to prosperity. I like that. So, maybe that opportunity to collaborate may end up in you, paying off. Like if you have someone who says, okay, let me help you. You say, okay, well, let me, get some of this debt off of me. Uh, I can, if we can, help me and kind of bring my credit numbers up. I will be able to do it myself. That'll be that opportunity to take off and go to that next level. You know what I mean? Open to prosperity. So I'm loving this energy. Free yourself. Open to prosperity. All right. I feel like, I don't think this is that, like they said, don't take unnecessary risk. I don't think that this is that message with free yourself, saying, you know what, get away from that job and go on. I feel like it's saying, like they said, take care of, start by cleaning your credit up, cleaning up any past debts, getting that out of the way could then open up your potential, help you to unlock your potential, help you to get the loans that you need to take whatever you're doing to that next level. you know so love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so far it makes sense with you guys. Like I said, check out the tarot reading. It's great. I'm seeing that collaboration, maybe getting help to, asking for what you want and collaborating and clearing up things and taking your stuff to that next level. Your next card here, you've got stay balanced. Okay, time is a form of wealth. I love that. Money isn't everything, so have a variety of interests. Okay, and which is so weird, money isn't everything. So have a variety of interests. You know, you could have a variety of interests and be dead broke. Look, if nobody knows that more than I do. Okay. So that's gotta, this one's a little whatever. It's unusual for me, but I see stay balanced. Okay. I'm more focused on stay balanced, and time is a form of wealth. Okay. So like they said, you know, money is great to have, but you know, just having, like they said, time is a form of wealth in and of itself. You know, speaking to somebody else, when it says ask for what you want, well, you know, if I, you know, didn't have to work here or do this, I could, you know, that would free up my time to focus on this, on doing this other thing, you know, doing more, taking this to that next level. But I'm doing this, I have this, but I gotta go to work, I gotta pay the bills. It's not as easy as just, you know, just stopping and then, you know, doing something else. You guys get what I'm saying, you know? Well, like you said, with creating job security, you don't want to be foolish in that way. But if they said, if you're going to ask for what you want, then maybe you could say to spirit, you know what? I really, if it is not you talking to someone that you may have the potential to collaborate with, just a simple act of talking to spirit and saying, you know what? Money's great, you guys. I would love it. Maybe you've got money, but you work so hard, you still cannot do what you want to do, you know, because you're so busy working to keep that roof over your head. You know, maybe you like living nice. You like nice things, but those things cost money. You know, you like that great truck or SUV, or you like those clothes. You know, looking nice is equally as important as you want to make a good impression, right? So making a good impression is important. So you need to look nice, or you need those things, you know. And as nice it is as it is to have those things in the work, it's like, you know what though, I would love to do that, spirit, but if you could just free up, if there's some way you could free up some more time without affecting my my bottom line, that would be great. You know, you never know. Out of the blue comes, you know, some kind of abundance. You know, the universe, you buy, you know, and this is just stretching it obviously, but it's just an example. You go and I could sure use some more time if I just had a little more funds, and then that could, I could bank that and then kind of take more time away from work, or take a less time, you know, take work less days, and I could then devote it to what I'm doing. And then whoops, you buy this ticket, and that ticket gives you, you know, 20,000, 10,000, 100,000, and you could just bank it now. And then that now frees up that time to do what you really want to do and take what you're doing to that next level, you know. So time, just like money, is a form of wealth. I get it now. They're making more sense to me. So, but yeah, that's beautiful. Stay balanced. Stay balanced. Okay. Everything is truly, when it comes to business, the business world, work world, everything is balance. You know, you gotta, in life in general, it's important to stay balanced. You got to make sure your bills are paid, and you got a roof over your head, so you can now do what you want to do. You know what I mean? And make things happen. You gotta, it's important, obviously. So yeah, that's just that extra little message from spirit, that, you know, it's important to stay balanced, and just know that time is just as much, has just as much wealth and value as money does. Okay, so don't be afraid to ask for that, you know. If that's what you're needing, if what I need is more time, I got money, but I could use a little more time. So maybe if you could like help me just put a little extra money in the bank so we can make that happen, that would be so great, you know. Okay, so um wow, that's beautiful. Your last card here, look, you've got confidence. Confidence is key, right? Allow yourself to go for the dream you really want. Show what you can do. Show out. Show them what you got. Show them what you made of. If you guys will check out the first reading, the very last card was Badger, Badger Spirit, and you'll Go look at it. And I'll just say that, go look at it. That Badger spirit is very, it bodes very well in it, and it also aligns with this card of confidence. Show what you can do, show them what you got. In 2026, the overall message is for 2026 is showing them what you got. You could sit up here and be envious of what other people have and what they're doing, or you could say, you know what, I'm just gonna go and do my own thing. I'm gonna stay in my own lane. I'm gonna be me, and it's and whatever people think it's weird or odd or whatever. You know, this works for me, and just keep going, and then allow things to be what they're going to be, run your own race, do you, show everybody what you can do. Okay, don't worry about what everybody else is doing, just focus on what you can do. Okay, I was going to say, I want to say something else to that, but I'm going to leave it right there. Wow, look at bottom of the deck, you guys. Look at, see, I was here. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. You've got big chance. Love it. The odds are stacked in your favor, so go for it now. Your cup overflows. Yes, 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 yes. So I feel like this. You guys are going to ask for what you want. Okay, whether you're asking from someone else, whether somebody else sees you and says, hey, how can I help? And you go, well, or whether you just get with spirit and you say, you know what? I want to, let my guides and my angels make this happen for me. This is what I need. This is what I want. So the universe wants you to know, just the simple act of you following, don't, what was I going to say? Don't quit your day job. Keep going. Okay. But I feel like in 2026, this is your year. 2026 is your year. I feel like it could be for some of you guys, it is your year as far as your career, showing up, showing out in the world. Okay. For some of you, you're so fabulous that everybody's going to love you, and spirit is like, just show them what you got, show them what you made of. Don't be afraid to be you. Be confident, be bold, make those moves, and they're like, there's a big chance that may come your way. The odds are stacked in your favor right now. Okay, so go for it. Spirit says this is your year. Your guides, your angels say this is your year, collective. This is your year. Okay, whether it is your year in love, whether it is your year in finances, everybody's different. It depends on what it is you're looking for. There's in the tarot reading, if you're interested in love, then this is your year for love. For others of you, if you're like, not interested in the love, but I'm damn sure ready to take the world by the nads and go for it and show them who I am and show them what I'm made of, and I'm ready to show everybody how amazing I am, how shiny and sparkly and wonderful I am, then this is your year career wise. Okay, so love it, love it, love it. That is the message that I have for you guys in this particular reading. This is your year. 2026 is your year. Bottom line. Okay, whatever it is you're trying to do, wanting to do, if you've been putting in the work and others have been seeing you online and they get in touch with you, say, hey, you want to work with me, or let's collab, and or I love what you do, and I just, and I like it too, but I just need a little, and they go, okay, well, I can help you out if you want, and you're like, oh my God, that would be so amazing, and then you take it all to the next, that thing that takes to the next level, or just getting your prayers, your affirmations out into the universe. This is what I want. Oh my God, my guides, my angels, you guys, you know me, you know what I want, you know what I'm capable of, and help me to help let others see it, and put that out there, and then let them help you, Anyway, that is the message that I have for you guys for this particular reading. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe. Nothing make me happy than let you guys know 2026 is your year. 2025, just, It was on a lot of levels, okay? But the government is working again, and so are you, okay? It's time for you to get up, relax, get back to focus back on what it was you was doing prior to the craziness of 2025. Okay, all right, it's 2026 now. It's a brand new year. Let me get back focused. Let me do this. I wanted to do A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. And this is my plan. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to execute and make it happen. Okay. All right. I'm going to go. I will, I guess, talk to you guys next time on the next video. You guys have a great evening. I will see you guys next time on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.